I was muted for that whole thing. Anyway, I said hello, welcome, and just remarked that Streamlabs is being really weird right now. My starting soon wasn't working before I started the stream, so I was like, okay, well, I've got the live thing situated, so I guess I'll just go live with me being live. Yeah, and then as soon as I went live, now I can do, like, go into the starting soon and the be right back, and I couldn't before. So I don't know. Okay, Streamlabs being weird. Hopefully that does not bode. It doesn't present to be a bad omen for the rest of the night, I guess. Anywho, so I did want to stream last night some VGC stuff, but ran into some problems. What was it, on Thursday and Friday? I did a lot of heavy lifting at work, and my legs were a little bit sore, and then towards the end of last night, yesterday evening really, it got to the point where I was like, I can't really walk. So I just lied down, and yeah, I was like, I can't do this. So I just laid down and slept. Still not doing super hot today, but at least I can hobble around a little bit. But anywho, I've got one new team. The other team, the first team that I have, Team 1, is just the same team that I used on Wednesday, but I really liked it, so I wanted to use it again because I think it's probably going to take me pretty far. It could use some work. I don't know how well it's going to do the higher I climb, but we'll see. And then the team that I built this week is kind of a different sort of TorkRoom team that I've done in the past, except for this time I've got, of course, Ursaluna and Cresselia on the team. I really struggled with this though, because I really wanted to put Gastrodon or Amoongus on the team, and I really thought that if I did that, I would be really lacking in power and some priority. Because basically all the priority that I would have had otherwise would have been just fake out from Iron Hands here, and actually, yeah, this Iron Hands has fake out. And that's pretty much it on this whole team. So I decided to put in Brute Bonnet, who can kind of work a little bit like Amoongus, in that I can spore things and put them to sleep and kind of take them out of the picture for a little bit. But is a little more offense oriented and does have priority in Sucker Punch. So I kind of figured that would be like a pretty good middle ground. So that's why he's on there. He also works really good in Sun, so I thought he was probably going to be a little bit more valuable than just Amoongus or Gastrodon. But we'll see how that goes. I really don't have any protection against Urshifu Water, so I'm not sure. Other than this being a Trick Room team, yeah, I'm not sure how it's going to go. But we'll try it anyway. Alright. Oh, I didn't connect to the internet. Oops. But I spent most of my day today just laying on the couch, and I did do a little bit of cooking. I made Korean marinated soft-boiled eggs, which I've made in the past, and they're super duper good. But yeah, it was a little hard hobbling around to make those, especially because you have to do soft-boiled eggs very carefully and kind of quickly. And I tried one, and I think I did overboil them a little bit, but that's okay. I don't like them, like, you know, super runny, but they're still good. All right, let's get into it. All right. Let's go ahead with Team 1 for now. But with all that extra time that I had laying on the couch doing a whole lot of nothing today, I did watch a ton of VGC videos. And again, I feel like last regulation, the last 3 months that we had, like a lot of YouTubers, especially like smaller YouTubers, had plenty of like videos that were like, hey, here's a team that I really like. I found it on Twitter or whatever the case may be, and would, you know, showcase a team. And I really like that because I would be like, huh, I really like that team. And then I would, you know, adapt it to my play style and what I want to do. But I haven't really found that. It's mostly just videos of like, hey, these like 10 Pokemon are like super great and they work in these kinds of teams. And I'm like, but I want a team. All right, we are against Harley, who's got a Lucario, Urshifu, Tornadus, Regieleki, Chinpao, and Fluttermane. So, super duper fast team. This would be a really good team to really screw with my Trick Room team. But almost guaranteeing you though that Urshifu is going to be water, just based on how that team looks. It looks like it functions well in rain. So let's actually I wonder if we can just play Disruption really well. Let's actually go in with these guys. I'll bring Aleki in the back, and let's bring my own Tornadus. Downside to bringing what I'm bringing, though, is that if I can't really get good momentum going with Golden Go, I'm not going to have a whole lot of damage after that. Like, all my damage is basically just going to be Aleki. Alright, so he went for Tornadus Aleki. That's totally fine. Let's not immediately Terra, and let's go for a Make It Rain and a Fake Out onto Tornadus, because he's probably just gonna either Terra the Aleki, or just go for Electro Web. Oh, Aleki went for a Protect. Okay. Oh. At least I can delay that, Oh, okay, he had a Covert Cloak on. Okay, Tornadus goes down. And I think what I'm going to do here is try and preserve my Golden Go a little bit, and I'm going to send in my own Aleki here. Although my Aleki is probably going to eat a Rapid Strike right to the face. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and taunt Aleki, because try and prevent it from protecting any more than it already has. I do really like shiny Regieleki. I just don't have the patience to like restart a Sword and Shield file just to go get and shiny hunt Aleki at full odds. Like I don't have that energy or time. Alright, Aleki goes back. Huh, that was weird. My Aleki turned towards the Urshifu. I wonder if that means that it was targeting me. Yep. I don't know if that turn had anything to do with anything, but that was just a little unusual, I guess. Alright. I'm going to throw in my own Tornadus and get a Tailwind up as well. And we will go for an, well, yeah, I'm going to go for a Protect here. Kind of hoping that maybe he targets in, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to Dazzling Beam and, oh, Aqua Jet, okay. So, even if I had gone for an Iron Head, it wouldn't have mattered because he would just... meh. Anyway, so this is not going very well at all. Fuck. And I'm pretty sure he still has one turn of Tailwind left. Yeah, he sure does. Okay. Pretty sure even with Tailwind, I'm not going to outspeed Urshifu or Fluttermane. But, you know, we never know. Let's just go for it. We'll make it rain. Ball, neutral damage, but yeah, and then Urshifu's just gonna be able to hit me, so yeah. Oh well. Like I said, I would have rather have gone up against that team with my TorkRoom team, just because of how just ridiculously fast they were out the gate. I was really not going to be able to compete with that unless I opened up with my own Tornadus Urshifu. Oh, well. Alright. The good old Golden Girls. Yeah, that was just not a great matchup for this team. For the most part, it was actually just a mirror match with the core of Aleki, Urshifu, and Tornadus. Mop, you're fired. Get out. Can't stand you, actually. The Golden Girls. Ooh. What is going on? Like, nothing seems to be, like, working as intended. Like, nobody said anything in chat yet, so, okay, I guess Streamlabs is behaving at the moment. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with Streamlabs. I tried closing it and opening it, reopening it, and it still wouldn't let me change my, what scene I was looking at all. So I was just like, well, I guess I'm stuck on live, so I guess I just go live. Anyhow, so probably a TorkRoom team here. So it's got to be a slow Fluttermane. Or maybe not. It could be a fast Fluttermane and just operates outside of TorkRoom. But we've got Landorus, Cresselia, Wo-Chien, Fluttermane, Golden Go, and Iron Hands. Who do I have that would be good? Well, you know, honestly, kind of what I had before will work in a Trick Room because I can at least prevent the Trick Room from going off unless the Fluttermane also has Trick Room other than Cresselia. Then I can't fake it out. But since they're not fast to begin with, we probably don't need Tornadoes, and we probably don't need Aleki to work as speed control here. So let's bring Urshifu and Chien-Pao in the back and bring kind of my Trick Room control, what little I have, with Fake Out and Taunt. Yeah, it is weird. Like, when I opened up Streamlabs, it was stuck on live, and I tried to go to the starting soon, which is usually what I do it at, and it wouldn't actually let me unmute either until I started the stream. So it was basically frozen, but it was still responsive in some other ways. Like, I could close the program and reopen it, and it was fine. And, like, the little volume meters that dance around when they detect sound were working just fine. It was weird. It just wasn't responding to anything that I was doing. Alright, so we've got Fluttermane and... Well, let's Fake Out onto the Iron Hands there, and we'll go Terra and immediately make it rain. Even though he's not EV'd for it, Berserker here should outspeed the Iron Hands, unless the Iron Hands has like investment in speed, which would be kind of weird on what looks to be a Trick Room team. Alright, and out comes his own Golden Go. Yeah, like going back on the Streamlabs thing. As soon as I went live, like clicked go live, which it let me do, it started the stream right up, no problem, and then I could, you know, move stuff around and unmute myself and do all that other stuff. So yeah, it was a little unusual. Leftovers Golden Go. Alright. I guess so. Actually, let's go for... I don't know what that Golden Go is tanky for. Let's go ahead and taunt just in case he wants to do something weird. And... I will go out to Urshifu. Okay, he goes for Protect. And he goes for a Brain Punch, which, a good amount of damage on Urshifu, but Iron Hands is just stupid on the attack, so not surprising. Alrighty, let's do... Let's swap out for my Golden Go now. Well, maybe not, because he's probably gonna go for a Drain Punch into Berserker. At least that's what I would do. Okay, Golden Go goes away. Now comes Gochen. Not exactly what I wanted to see to lower my attack into attacking Iron Hands there. So I'm probably going to lose Urshifu here to a Wild Charge or a Thunder Punch. Oh, he went for a Brain Punch into Berserker. Alright, that's not what I would have done. Definitely gonna go for a taunt onto Wo-Chien so we don't eat a Leech Seed. And I might as well just go for, well, you know what? Let's just double into Wo-Chien here with the damage. Okay, he's gonna go Terra on probably Wo-Chien. Oh, on Iron Hands. Terra Grass. Okay. Good thing I didn't go and Rapid Strikes into it. That would have done less than no damage. But at this point, Urshifu has just kind of done his job. Ugh. I don't outspeed the Wo-Chien. Gross. Well, that's probably not going to be enough to knock it out with an Iron Head from Berserker, unfortunately. Oh, it was. Okay, well. There we go. Still got to worry about Iron Hands. Although, the good thing about that now that he's Terra'd, I can send in Golden Go, and he doesn't resist Make It Rain anymore. So I got that going for me. But I bet he sends in Fluttermane to Shadow Ball me, and that's still, even though it's going to be a neutral hit now since I'm Terra Steel, it's still going to be a sizable chunk of damage. Yep, Fluttermane. Alright. I really want to put a taunt on that Fluttermane just in case it does have Trick Room and maybe a Sash, because that would kind of screw me up real bad. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, Iron Hands goes away. And out comes his Golden Go. Dazzling. Okay, well, Berserker goes down. That's unfortunate. So we lose that 25% bonus from its ability, but this should honestly take them both out. Well, maybe not the Golden Go, because I had the 25% boost to get, I had the 25% boost to get it down just below half, and it got 2 turns of leftovers. So without that 25% boost, I wouldn't be taking it down. So. Although I think I'm still sitting really pretty here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go for an Ice Spinner. Well, yeah, I'm going to go for an Ice Spinner into Iron Hands, and we'll go for another Make It Rain. That should definitely knock out their Golden Go, unless they protect, which, if they do, I don't have to worry about it doubling damage into my Chen Pao. Then he just went for a Fake Out. Never mind. And he got the Make It Rain first. Okay, never mind. Not sitting pretty. I figured since he didn't use Fake Out when he started with Iron Hands, he didn't have it, so I wasn't anticipating it. So now all he's got to do is just Drain Punch and I'm toast. So nothing really I can do. I guess I could go for a Shadow Ball and just hope that it's enough. Because I'm pretty sure I outspeed. Yeah, not enough. Iron Hand's just too bulky. Oh, okay. He gets the crit, though. Damn it. Alright. Well, my good team ain't doing so hot tonight. But how many times has that happened where I do really well with a team, like, on Wednesday, and I'm like, I'm gonna bring this on Friday, and then just eat hot shit the whole time on Friday? This being Friday. But I could have played that a little bit better, I think. I need to really take care of Urshifu. And in that fight, I really didn't do that. I kind of used him as a pivot, and he's not really a great pivot because he's not very tanky on his own, and of course mine is not. He is very attack-oriented, so I really need to use him that way. But we are against Hisuian Gudra, Grimmsnarl, Landorus, Rillaboom, Heatran, and Urshifu. So yeah, they were watching. Yeah, they were one of my 12 viewers of my Wednesday stream. All right. Who does he want to start with? Maybe Landorus and... Well, no, that would be kind of dumb. I really don't know who he's going to lead with. Because he can lead with so much. Let's go with these two here. Actually, let's go with these guys here. I'll bring Tornadus in the back. A whole 12 viewers. He led with his Water Urshifu and his Grimmsnarl. So he's very likely going to start with screens, which is fine. But I don't think I'm going to really get any good use out of Electroweb, so what I might as well do is Volt Switch onto the Urshifu, even though he's probably going to switch. And I will... I'm going to go ahead and Terra here. No, Terra really doesn't give me any benefit. Other than dropping my Fairy weakness. Let's go for Surging Strikes into his Grimmsnarl. Okay, so he went for a Fake Out. Really anticipated him going for... screens first, not a Fake Out, but got him more ground to go for the Fake Out than anything else, so. But I don't think, well, yeah, he's probably gonna live. That is a beefy Grimmsnarl, so I really don't have to worry about him hitting me with like a oh, I forgot what it's called already. His physical fairy move. It's the only other one that's not play rough, and I don't remember what it's called. But I'm gonna set up my wind here. And I'll go for an Aqua Jet into the Grimmsnarl so he can't set up screens. Okay. His Urshifu goes back. Actually, that's kind of great for me. So he sends out Heatran. Heatran is probably Terra Grass, if I had to guess. And I bet you, other than maybe Eruption, other than going into an Eruption to hit me at full health, he's probably immediately going to go Terra Grass and maybe Terra Blast me in Urshifu. So let's go ahead and go for a Bleakwind Storm. Maybe hit Heatran for super effective if it Terra Grasses. And I'm actually going to go Terra Fairy here to drop my water weakness, kind of anticipating that Terra Blast. I really don't lose anything by using my Terra here. And we will go for a Surging Strikes into Landorus there. And I know with Landorus, of course, you think that Intimidate kind of hurts Urshifu, but it really doesn't because, again, crits don't take into account the stat drops on your side or the stat increases on the enemy's side. So, yep, he goes Terra, and I bet you it's Grass. It sure is. So when you get a crit, you ignore those negative stat changes or disadvantage or harmful stat changes that would otherwise nerf your damage. And Rapid Strikes always crits. So the attack drop really doesn't affect me at all. It does if I add the, like, you know, close combat or Aqua Jet into something, but... And Heatran avoided the stupid flying move. But he absolutely does do exactly what I thought he was going to do. So we are good. Let's go for another Bleakwind Storm. And we will go... My Urshifu is really not long for this world. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna go for the Urshifu, but he tried getting me with the Aqua Jet. Didn't quite work though for you, buddy. And Heatran avoids it again, but at least Urshifu goes down. Heat Wave comes out. My Urshifu avoided it. Okay. So, Heatran's just going to be a pain in my ass for a little while, I guess. And we'll go for another close combat because that's basically the best that I can do here. Fair amount of damage. And we finally get the Bleakwind Storm to go off on Heatran. Okay. Finally. Tornadus, how do you miss a giant lava crab? Like, he is massive. You're literally blowing wind. How do you miss with blowing wind? You don't even have to hit anything. It's like trying to hit the broadside of a barn with a shotgun blast. How do you miss? That was a pretty good game, though. I am a little A little proud of myself for calling that that grass Terra Blast. What I really ought to do is maybe instead of detect, because my Urshifu's not really going to be doing a whole lot. What I should do probably instead of detect is Terra Blast and go Terra Blast Fairy on my Urshifu. I kind of, realistically, you'd think the larger the Pokemon is, the lower their evasion would be. Like, I mean, in the anime, the biggest reason why Pikachu does so well with Ash is because he's quick and small, and larger opponents tend to miss him. It's not because Pikachu, like, out damages them or outsmarts them, because Jesus Christ, Ash is as dumb as a sack of dicks. It's just because Pikachu is fast and small. Like, that's 100% of the reason why Pikachu wins half the time. And when he goes up against small opponents, it's kind of an even match. Like when there's a famous episode where he fights a Snivy as soon as he gets to Unova and like gets his ass just handed to him because they're about the same size. Anyway, so we're against Indeedee, Armarouge, Ursaluna, Torkoal, Hatterene, and Lilligant. So this is kind of like a somewhat Trick Room team. Like, all of them work well in Trick Room, except for Lilligant, who doubles her speed in Sun. Why you would want that on a Trick Room team, I don't know. But anyway, so let's go anti-Trick Room here. And we'll bring the boys in the back. We've got our Golden Girls in the front, boys in the back. I really wish that were a female Berserker. That would have been so perfect. And one thing, before Regulation D was a thing, a lot of people were speculating that a Namarus was going to be kind of somewhat usable. I have yet to see one like used with any kind of seriousness. And one of the things that people were worried about with a Namarus is that a Namarus can, what was I? My brain does not want to function. Enamoris can charm you with Cute Charm as its ability, and yeah, that never really happened. Let's go. I really want to use Thunderbolt. Let's go for a Make It Rain, even though it's really not going to do a whole lot to Torkoal. Well, maybe. It's a special move, and Torkoal's special defense is kind of garbage. So, maybe I do a good amount of damage. I don't know, but I'm probably going to take a Heat Wave, like, straight to the face. Well, no, I faked out the Torkoal. Or did I? Or did I fake out the Lilligant? I don't remember. Terrifier. Okay. So he's probably going to go for Eruption or a Heat Wave. So his Torkoal's out for Blood, even though he's not in a Trick Room. Oh, that's why. I didn't realize that Lilligant got after you. That's interesting. That's a good strategy. It just didn't work here because it's just going to murder you with Fake Out and a crap ton of money. That is that actually is a really good strategy. It's just Torkoal works better in Trick Room, so you can get that first Protect off for this exact reason, Fake Out. So in comes Ursaluna. Ursaluna, of course, not really benefiting at all from the Sun, but with Lilligant still on the field, using After You, Giving Ursaluna that next turn, basically. Yeah, it can work. It's just Lilligant's just kind of a sitting duck there. Okay, Lilligant used close combat into Golden Go. I'm okay with that. We're going to taunt the Lilligant so it cannot use After You anymore. And I don't have to worry about Ursaluna for at least a hot second. Get it because it's sunny. So we will go ahead and... let's swap for Chen Pao. Well, maybe I don't want to swap Berserker. I want to keep as much damage out as possible for the moment. Let's just go for damage as I can get it. I'm going to go for the... Yeah, let's go for the Lilligant, and we'll go for the Make It Rain onto both of them, even though I'm thinking Lilligant's probably... Yeah, close combat. Yeah, okay. I kind of figured that that's where that was going to go. Lilligant, go away. And what does Ursaluna do? Headlong Rush. Okay, well, Berserker's dead. On the plus side, though, now Ursaluna's basically screwed its defenses. Alrighty. So since we are in sunlight, we do have a diminished damage on water moves. And because Indeedee is out here, we can't use priority. That should be fine, though. I wonder... how long do I have sun for? Harsh sunlight for 2 more turns. I don't like that. Let's go ahead and go for a Sacred Sword into Ursaluna. And I'm going to go for a Detect on Urshifu. Okay, his Ursaluna goes for a Protect as well. Indeedee throws up the TorkRoom. God damn it. Well, that's a garbage scenario. On the plus side, Chen Pao can maybe take it out with Sacred Sword. I'm not going to take it out with an Aqua Jet. Would I be better off trying to get a second Protect off? Or just going for a close combat? You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just go for the Aqua Jet. Okay, follow me. Never mind. Oh, and the second crane. I completely forgot. I screwed myself on that really bad. I should have seen Indeedee come out and immediately doubled into it to prevent the TorkRoom from going off. Alright. Let's go on to the next one. There's no way I can win this. Because all they need to do is just hit Headlong Rush and Dazzling Gleam, and that's it. Alright, well, let's try something else. My Nordic team is not doing very well at all. Although that last game I really just kind of screwed myself. I really should have seen Indeedee and thought TorkRoom, and yeah. I'm just so used to TorkRoom being like one of the first things that you do that, you know, it coming in middle game, like, I just didn't think of it. Oh, but I should have. Indeedee is TorkRoom setter first and foremost. Like, I feel like Indeedee is more of a TorkRoom setter than it is a Psychic Terrain setter, and it just gets Psychic Terrain just for being Indeedee. So let's go ahead with my own TorkRoom team. Although with that last team too, with the Lilligant using After You, that is a really good strategy for a TorkRoom team, because it really doesn't matter how fast or slow you are. You could still use just After You, and you would just go right after the Lilligant, who's got stupid speed anyway. Alright, so he's also got a TorkRoom team with Heatran, Ursaluna, Cresselia, Iron Hands, Regidrago, and Indeedee. Let's do the fork in the garbage disposal. Let's go with these two and just do some TorkRoom shenanigans, or some Eruption shenanigans, I should say. And we'll bring Ursaluna in the back. And do I want to bring Iron Hands, or do I want to bring Brute Bonnet? Actually, I'm going to bring Cresselia, just because really the biggest damage dealers other than Ursaluna, well, his damage dealers are going to be mostly Ursaluna and Iron Hands, a little bit of Heatran, maybe Regidrago if he's able to stay healthy, but I won't let him. I'll try not to let him stay healthy. And I'm going to set up my own TorkRoom, even though he can operate almost just as well in TorkRoom. The reason being is Torkoal is ridiculously slow. So but Drago's probably going to immediately go for his dragon type shenanigans. Let's just go for the taunt on the Indeedee. Just anyway. And we'll go for a protect on Torkoal. Okay, he goes for a helping hand. So Oranguru is dead. Dragon Energy, that's the attack. Basically what Dragon Energy is it's a water spout eruption. Wow, that did nothing to Oranguru. Well, my Oranguru is also ridiculously tanky, especially. But basically what it is the more health you have, or the higher health percentage you have, the more damage it deals. So it works like Water Spout and Eruption. So let's go Torkoal with Instruct. Well, actually, I can't. Let's go ahead and set up TorkRoom, if we can. I don't know if we can. And we will go for the Eruption. Okay, well, that's not going to do anything to Heatran. Heatran has Flash Fire, so kind of fucked with myself on that. And all Drago has to do is just do another Dragon Energy and it hits us both. Yeah. So this Eruption is going to do nothing and I'm going to kill myself with my own Life Orb, so great. Yeah, nothing. And I bet you Drago has leftovers or something stupid. He's probably going to go Terra Grass. So let's go for a Protect. And we'll just go for a Heat Wave because, I mean, Torkoal has got literally 1 HP, so we're not sitting super pretty. And here, what I really should have done when I saw Dragon Boy is I probably should have just led with Cresselia and went Terra Fairy so I could at least be immune to it, so I at least could have some mobility, because otherwise Drago is just so incredibly oppressive. And I can't even really protect Ursaluna because both of them are just going to spam spread moves. So going for an ally switch really doesn't even help me. But maybe I can get away with going for a Drain Punch into Drago. And going for a Moonblast into Drago. Maybe I can get away with that. Heatran's probably going to go Terra Grass. And hit me with a... Yeah, he's going to hit me with a Terra Blast. And Drago outspeeds both of us. Wow. Drago, okay, so the Reggies kind of like specialize in a stat, sort of. Of course, Regieleki's is speed. Drago's is HP. Like, his HP is like Blissey levels of stupid. He does have like middling defenses, which kind of helps, but just chewing through that much HP is still a pain in the ass. Yeah, I should have led with Cresselia instead and not Torkoal. I'm not used to going up against Flash Fire Pokemon, but now that Heatran is allowed in, I guess I gotta watch for it. I do have a Heatran. I don't know if it's shiny or not. I do have one, and I really wanted to like do its EVs and all this other stuff, but after like, I don't know, maybe like 30-40 minutes of like research to, you know, what items do they normally hold, what movesets do they normally run, what EVs do they normally run. I was just like, I suddenly remembered from Gen 5 man, do I hate Heatran. Anyway. He's got Dragonite, Urshifu, Tornadus, Chien-Pao, Fluttermane, and Rillaboom. So that Chien-Pao is basically powering everybody up except for Fluttermane. Let's start with... He does have good priority, which kind of sucks. Let's start with... Cresselia. And let's bring these guys in the back, I think. Because if I can get the Trick Room down, basically all he's going to have to do is just Aqua Jet into Ursaluna. I suppose he could also Drum Beating. Oh, I mean, not Ursaluna, Iron Hands. I could fake out the Tornadus, but kind of learned from that last battle. I mean, I even put a cloak on my Tornadus, so that should be obvious. Let's go ahead and go for Trick Room, and we will go for the well, I even get the fake out because Rillaboom also gets fake out. Let's go for the fake out on Rillaboom. Yeah, whatever. But at least that means I will get the Trick Room off. That worked for me. Alrighty, I'm gonna go for an ally switch here. And we'll go Terra, and we will Terra Blast the shit out of that monkey. I just want Rillaboom to go away. Tornadus can do whatever Tornadus wants to do, I guess. I guess he could hit us with Bleak Wind Storm, but I'm not super terribly worried about it. Yeah. And Rillaboom lives. So Woodhammer, oh my god, that did so much damage to Cresselia. Like, Cresselia is a hyper tank, and that did almost half my health. That's insane how offensively oriented that Rillaboom was. Holy crap. For a neutral hit, like, crazy amount of damage. Glad I got rid of it. Holy buckets. Alright, let's go. I bet he goes Terra Normal on Dragonite. But I can't be sure enough to want to commit a... Well, you know what? Let's just go Drain Punch into it anyway. At least break its multi-scale. I'm not going to get much health back, but if he goes Terra Normal, I might get a little bit more health back. He's still going to be protected by multi-scale, but I think we'll be better off. So let's go for Lunar Blessing here. Oh, he did go for Extreme Speed, but... Oh, God. Okay, that was another large amount of damage. But he didn't go Terra Normal like I thought he was going to. Oh well. At least we broke the multi-scale, and we're the only ones that are going to benefit from the grassy terrain, because both of them are flying. time to swap in Torkoal. Although he's probably just going to reset the rain here pretty quickly, so... let's go for a Wild Charge into Tornadus. That should knock it out, but it's going to do a heavy amount of damage into Torkoal. You know what? I'm just going to go for the Eruption. Even if he puts the rain up, that's still not going to be a whole lot of damage on Dragonite at all. Let's swap out to Ursaluna. Because now he's got to at least take a turn to reset the weather on Tornadus. Otherwise, he's staring down kind of a threat with Torkoal. Yep, so he did reset the rain. We are going to lose Iron Hands here, though, because that's going to be a large amount of damage in recoil. So he basically did nothing with Tornadus there, and that's kind of what I wanted him to do, because now I'm going to send out Torkoal again, and I get to keep the sun this time. So out comes Chien-Pao. Do I lose Trick Room this turn, though? If I lose Trick Room this turn, that's going to really super suck. I think I do. I've got it for one more turn. Alright, let's go for Eruption. And we will instruct on Torkoal. Basically all he's got against me right now is, and he goes Terra Normal, so he gets rid of his Dragon resistance, which is great for me. I'm fine with that. He's probably going to go Extreme Speed anyway into Oranguru. A-okay with that. Oh, he goes into Torkoal. Holy God! And it's a crit. Okay. The amount of damage that Torkoal just took is disgusting because my Torkoal is fully invested in HP, and Torkoal has, I think, what, base 120 defense? Torkoal. 140 defense. So that amount of damage from Dragonite was monstrously disgusting. Alright, so I guess we are just going to cruise on, what, one win out of, like, maybe 6 or 7 games that we've played so far, so we're off to a fan-fucking-tastic start. I love this game some days. I am going to take a little bit of a break, though. It is the top of the hour. I am going to step out of the battling room, though. Yeah, the amount of damage that Dragonite did, even though I get that it's Terra Normal and it's going to get just the extra stab on the extreme speed. Disgusting how much damage it did to Torkoal. Like, I kind of figured that it was maybe going to go extreme speed into Torkoal, but I'm like, I'm fucking Torkoal, man. I have base 140 defense and all the investment in HP. Like, come at me. Like, I kind of figured he'd take me down to maybe 2/3. Not, take me down to a quarter. Like, that utterly insane how much fucking damage that was. Anyway, and then Chien-Pao just getting the crit on the sucker punch is just cherry on the fucking cake. But he counterplayed my Trick Room like exactly how you should, with priority and with stall. Well, he didn't really stall, but he used plenty of priority. So I'm thinking that Indeedee is just kind of a must for a Trick Room setup. And basically just throw put Indeedee in there. And yeah, or not that one. Not that Indeedee. This Indeedee. The one that actually has TorkRoom on it. Yeah. Boo. I do have a Fluttermane, though, that is designed for TorkRoom. It does have 0 speed, which I didn't really hunt for. I just happened to get one, and I was just like, oh, okay. And just kind of trained it up to be a TorkRoom setter. But yeah, that honestly did not go very as well as I wanted it to. Yeah, here's the Heatran that I was like messing around with. I just, man, do I not like Heatran. I hate its design. I think like it's a good, like Fire Steel is a great type. I just hate Heatran's design, and it's just not fun. Like, who's the other one that I absolutely hate? Like, design and everything. Like, I hate everything about it. Who was that? Oh, I don't remember now. Golden Go is kind of there, but at least they gave me the chance to get a shiny one, so I'll use it. But it's on thin ice. I have no idea. Baxcalibur, that's it. Yeah, I hate its design. I hate its whole shtick. Its ability is not interesting at all, even though it's a signature ability. Baxcalibur can go fuck off. Like, I don't like it. Anywho, what I'm thinking is, because I'm getting a wee bit salty from these teams. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna build a team on stream. So and I'm just gonna build it from what I have. I'm not gonna actually, like, you know, go EV training or anything like that. I'm just gonna build from what I got. So you can kind of see what my thought process is when I do build a team. I don't really have any concrete ideas at the moment, although I am having fun with TorkRoom. I kind of feel like it's kind of going back to my X and Y days, where a lot of people really didn't run TorkRoom in X and Y, and I ran it like it was my signature. And that was also when I was a part of a local community of Pokemon players. And like none of them really played around TorkRoom. Nobody really played around TorkRoom online. Like, it was rare to run into it. And I had a lot of fun with that in X and Y. Like, X and Y, especially Ruby, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, were like my favorite times to play VGC. And it was mostly because I got to make really good use of slow, underperforming Pokemon like Aromatisse, defensively oriented Volcarona that I ran with max HP and max defense, and I would just Quiver Dance in the face of things. Like, I would eat a Stone Edge from Tyranitar and just Quiver Dance and then just murder it the next turn with a Giga Drain. So, I love that. That was probably my favorite time to play VGC. But anyway, I will be back, and we will build a team. I will see you guys in just a few minutes. I'm back. I had to hobble my way outside for a quick smoke break there. As I was coming in, though, my husband the other night wanted me to watch a movie. It's I guess it's a horror movie, sci-fi horror movie with an alien. And I don't want to spoil too much, but I don't remember what the movie's called offhand. I'd have to look it back up. But basically, boyfriend, girlfriend go hiking in the woods together alone. And it looks like it's kind of like set in the Pacific Northwest. And this happens in like the first 10 minutes. They go hiking together and they're like, oh, we're so madly in love with each other and blah, blah, blah. But she seems a little off. And he goes and takes her to a cliffside over the ocean, and the view is beautiful, and he gets down on one knee and proposes to her, and she has like a full-blown panic attack, and she's like, no, like, what are you doing? And at first you're like, oh my god, she said no. But apparently a little bit of the backstory that they don't explain up to that point. She's like, I thought we talked about this. Like, I told you how I felt about this and that I didn't want to do this. So you're like, oh, okay, so he's the asshole. And he's like, I don't know, I just thought it would be different and blah, 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 and whatever. And then aliens happen, and I was just walking past, and I saw kind of like the climax sort of conclusion to it. It actually ends really, really well. I ended up falling asleep during the, like, right after that failed proposal part. So, yeah, I don't want to spoil too much, but it actually ends really, really well and really, really interestingly. So if you see that movie, go watch it, because it's actually really, really good. Well, the ending is really, really good. It makes it worth it. Anyway, back to the game. So let's try and build... Let's try and go for a Trick Room team. And I'm thinking what we will... Trying to think, should I bring Bruxish to stop priority in the Trick Room? You know what? Let's do both. Why not? Actually, what is my Bruxish set up for? I am defensively oriented, so I could go for using it as kind of a wall for Urshifu. Let's do that. I'm going to also bring in Indeedee here. We'll bring Ursaluna for damage. And now the thing is with Psychic Terrain, of course, it stops priority. But the way Psychic Terrain works is it only affects Pokemon that are on the ground. So if you have Levitate or you're a flying type, you are no longer bound by the restrictions of Psychic Terrain. So you can use things like Extreme Speed Dragonite as long as you don't Terra Normal and get rid of your flying type. As long as you're not touching the Psychic Terrain, you can use priority. Whereas Bruxish with Dazzling stops priority, period. Doesn't matter if you're flying, doesn't matter if you're on the ground, you just cannot use priority. However, I don't know if that prevents my own priority from going out. Because I know, like, Queenly Majesty on Serena will stop my own priority. And I don't know if Dazzling works exactly the same way or just similarly. Not 100% sure. And when I look it up too, it doesn't really say. So I would have to, like, test it on, like, Showdown or something. I don't know. But let's go ahead. Is Porco Rosso here, am I oriented for... Well, I'm not really oriented for, like, super damage. But... let's go for... Ooh, my Articuno, though. I could... I loved Articuno last generation, specifically Galarian Articuno, because it does get Tailwind and Trick Room, so you can really pivot on what you want to do mid-fight with just one Pokemon without switching. But the biggest downside to it is that it's really frail, like really, really frail. So not always the best. Let's do... I didn't really have a good time with the team that was basically halvesies. So let's see what else I've got that operates well in Trick Room. We've got Iron Hands. Let's go ahead and throw Iron Hands in there for now. We might end up changing a few things, but I'm kind of just spitballing, throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks here. Where is... You know what? Maybe I'm going to bring my Dragonite here. Reason being, let's say that I kind of, you know, screw myself into a corner with the Psychic Terrain. I could get rid of it with Ice Spinner. So let's throw Dragonite in there as well. And... Can I fit a special attacker in here? Well, maybe I don't want a special attacker in here. Maybe I want one of the swords or treasures in here instead. I feel like Tinglu's kind of really fallen off, especially with the newer Pokemon here, because I haven't seen it at all. Like, it went from, like, used all the goddamn time to, like, completely invisible, which is kind of funny to me, honestly. What do I want to do here? My Dark Urshifu does have access to Sucker Punch to use in Trick Room, but I'm pretty sure Dazzling is going to prevent my own priority as well. But I could swap out Bruxish pretty much at any moment if I need to. How did I orient this guy? HP and attack. Well, I'm kind of trying to avoid bringing Cresselia because having 3 Trick Room setters is a little bit much. I could change Bruxish, I suppose, but I kind of don't want to. You know what? Let's do it. Let's just bring it. Basculegion isn't terribly slow, but I have no investment in speed. And actually, and I'm hyper trained in it. Maybe I won't. Butts. Okay. You know, let's actually bring... Do I want the... Well, you know what? Actually, let's do one of these. Is it this one? I've got 3 different Dragonites that do slightly different things. I might bring this one. Reason being is I could go Terra Flying to take care of Urshifu, assuming that it doesn't Terra to something weird. And let's change low kick to something else here. Let's change it to... trying to think of what would be best. I do kind of want something to deal with Regidrago, though. You know what? Let's just go with Thunder Punch so I can take care of the genies, except for Landorus, of course. But Landorus is just going to be Landorus and do Landorus things, regardless of really what I do. So let's take you instead of Puff the Magic Dragon. Alright, so I've got two Terra Flyings, which honestly is not horrible, but well, I've got Ice Beam over here to deal with Drago and the genies. And that would take care of pretty much all the genies. Plus Dazzling Gleam, so maybe I shouldn't have done Thunder Punch on Thermic here. Let's do something else. You know what? Let's go with Outrage. Thinking I'll probably get more mileage out of Outrage, because really, like, other than of course the random Fairy Terra, the only like threatening fairy right now is Fluttermane, I think. Let me check Pikalytics real quick and see what other fairy is kind of sitting at the top of the roster. Pikalytics. Yeah, Fluttermane's still sitting pretty at number 1. And we don't see another fairy until we get down to Grimmsnarl. And Grimmsnarl is at 5.59% usage, which is number 24. We did see one last time around, though. So he could be a little bit more impactful than all that, but I've still got Terra Blast plus Extreme Speed for a little bit of chip damage, because Extreme Speed isn't going to be dealing a huge amount of damage right away. But ideally what I want with this guy is for him to get burned. If he gets burned, then I can go for Facades and deal a good amount of damage all day long. I think you're good with those. You're going to be good with those regardless. Dazzling Gleam. Helping Hand, follow me. And Trick Room, Psychic Fangs. And the Psychic Fangs is really just on there to break screens, like, as its primary function, and then the Aqua Jet there is just to get Sash KOs. And of course, Bruxish can use its own priority under Dazzling because its own ability doesn't harm itself. And Super Fang there is to do damage because, let's be real, Bruxish isn't doing damage to anyone. I'm trying to think of how I could get more damage on this team, because really all of my damage just sits right here with these three, and it's all physical damage, and I've got a little bit, just Dazzling Gleam worth of special damage. Well, that's not really true. I've got Gastrodon here, and my Gastrodon does have some good investment in special attack. So it's not all doom and gloom there. I think that might be fine. But I'm starting to think maybe should I try and fit a Genie and an Urshifu on there because they're just so prevalent. Maybe even a Lecky, but I mean, Alecki's not going to do damage. Alecki is here for its speed control, really. So, an Urshifu is the one that really does good damage. And I've got both. I've got the dark and the water. Damn. Bruh. I suppose, I didn't check their items. Mental Herb, Psychic Seed, Flame Orb, Assault Vest. Need to put an item on you, need to put an item on you. So for you, I don't want to put a Lumberry, even though that would make you susceptible to sleep and paralysis. Let's actually put safety goggles on you to keep you unspored. And for does anybody have leftovers? I don't think so. And for Gastrodon, we are going to do leftovers. Anybody have leftovers over here? No. Let's just move it from Berserker, I guess. And we'll give it to you. And now that I really look at his moves, ow. Dondozo isn't as much of a threat as he used to be. And neither is Palafin. So I think I might be safe on Gastrodon to get rid of Clear Smog and slot Yawn. Pretty sure this guy learned Yawn at one point. He didn't. Okay. So I am defense with some a good smattering of special attack. You are all defense. Well, I don't quite like that. You would be best suited for just utility. I do like a little bit of offensive capability. So I guess we are going to teach you Yawn real quick. So let's go ahead and forget Clear Smog. And we will move your leftovers away. We will give you a Mirror Herb. And let's go over to the workroom and stick you guys in there. You're not going to be doing anything useful for a hot minute. And we will find somebody that knows Yawn and can teach you Yawn. No. No move. Okay. And that should be fine. Anyway, if you're ever wondering how to teach egg moves to a Pokemon that is, you know, not an egg, this is how you do it. So my Gastrodon is holding an item called the Mirror Herb. So basically what that does is it flags Gastrodon as, hey, I want to learn an egg move. And then it looks at your picnic, and if any of the Pokemon that you have out in the picnic have an egg move, and I don't know how it prioritizes, I wonder if it goes from the first slot to the second slot, but basically it looks for an egg move that your Mirror Herb holder can learn, and it just teaches it. But you have to have that slot open. So like that's why I deleted Clear Smog, so it had an empty slot, so it can learn Yawn from the Clodsire. And it doesn't take very long, probably maybe a full minute. It doesn't quite work if you just open the picnic and close it. You do have to spend a little bit of time in the picnic. Oh, he's sleeping. He is sleepy slug. Clodsire, I was going to say, if you fall asleep next to him, I'm just going to lose it. He's so dumb. I love him. Sleepy slug. There is a way to open my camera. How do I do that? I don't remember. There was a way, some way I could open my camera and take pictures of my Pokemon during the picnic, but I don't remember. And then the Paradox Pokemon, the future Paradox Pokemon, when they go to sleep, they literally just turn off. Which sucks when you're trying to shiny hunt them, because that black, like, weirds you out because they're completely different color from a distance, and you're just like, oh, wait, no, you're just sleeping. Alright. So that should be enough time. We don't have to sit there all day waiting for it. And you should know Yawn. And you do. Cool. Whoops. No, I don't want to change moves. Put away held item. Clodsire, you did good. You're a good teacher. And we're going to put you back and you back, and because I'm weird, I like them in that specific order. And where'd you go? There's your home. There we go. Put your held item back. Alright. So we've got a good counter to Urshifu here, or at least Urshifu Water. We've got a good answer for Regidrago here, because we can go Terra Flying and remove our dragon weakness and just kind of go to town. We've got good Grass and Dark and maybe a good Trick Room counter here with, well, I don't really need to counter TorkRoom because I am TorkRoom. But Fake Out is invaluable. Ursaluna here to do Ursaluna things. And Indeedee here to set up and support the team. And Bruxish here to shut down enemy priority. Bruxish really won't probably be used. He's probably, or she is probably just going to sit there and just be menacing. So let's try that. That is kind of like a super duper quick way of how I build a team. Normally I do a little bit more research than that. Usually I look at like usages, like what are they using for movesets and so on and so forth. But we'll run with this. We'll see how it does. Yeah, we should be good with that, right? Yeah. All right. But one thing with Cresselia and Ursaluna that I really don't like is that, of course, Lunar Blessing is basically a better version of Life Dew. I do get 25% healing on both on Cresselia and Cresselia's partner, but it also cures their status condition, which with Ursaluna is actually not good because I don't want to remove that burn. That burn keeps Ursaluna like doing ridiculous amounts of damage. All right. Ooh, weird team. Really weird team. Oh, okay. For Rigorath, oh god, what is your name? You're never ever used. Not Bergmite. It's Bergmite's evolution. I don't remember, but it's the Hisui version of it. Rabska, Skeledirge. Yeah, the Poison Flower and Ursaluna. So let's go ahead and open with... Let's go ahead and open with these two. We'll bring Ursaluna in the back. Actually, no. Let's do this. And we'll bring these two in the back. They don't really have any water moves. I'm not really worried about any of that. So we'll just bring kind of like the core of, you know, I don't need to bring these to counter specific things Pokemon, which is what Bruxish and Gastrodon are really doing. They're there to counter very specific things. So we get Rigorath and Glimmora. So we set up the Psychic Surge. Indeedee gets the Special Defense boost, which should be okay, because I'm pretty sure that Rigorath will either hit us with, like... Actually, does it get Dazzling Gleam? I don't think it does, but it's probably going to hit us with Hyper Voice or even an Uproar. But because nobody can really put anybody to sleep, I don't think he's going to Uproar. Let's go for a Dazzling Gleam just to break sashes and whatever. And we will go for a Protect on Ursaluna here. I'm kind of thinking he might do a Trick Room regardless, and if he does, that kind of helps me out. Oh no, Indeedee got poisoned. Oh no. Okay, he did do Trick Room. Cool. That helps me out a lot, because my Ursaluna is going to be as slow as it can possibly be, so it will... it might underspeed Glamora. I don't know that it will, but it could. Let's do a helping hand, and we'll go for, well, Drain Punch is going to be neutral on both of them, but let's go for a Facade for Rigorath. Oh, he withdrew. I don't think he had a ghost. But he has his own Ursaluna. His Ursaluna is not going to like this Facade. So, Helping Hand boosted. Terra normal. Double stab. Burn Guts. Facade. I actually don't think his Ursaluna is going to live. Unless it's sashed. Which it could. It would be weird. But it could be. Yeah, no. Die. Okay, Earth Power. I guess that's a decent amount of damage from a Glamora. I would have expected more. But I kind of don't want to touch the Glamora until he's down to 2 Pokemon. Because I don't want it, like, shooting spikes everywhere. Okay, sends out Skeledirge. He should have sent out Skeledirge instead of Ursaluna, because then my Facade would have just whiffed. Let's go for another Helping Hand, and well, I can't reliably hit anyone. He's probably going to use a fire move. Let's go for a Follow Me here, and we'll go for a Headlong Rush into Glamora. Skeletor. Okay, cool. One of the few times where I'm glad I didn't listen to my own advice. I wasn't expecting the Protect from Skeledirge, but I didn't really have anything effective against it except for Headlong Rush as well. And I just thought that taking out Glamora would probably be more valuable to me than taking out Skeledirge at the moment. The Skeledirge is staring down 2 normal types, so like he can't get half of his stab off reliably. Alright. Let's go for a Helping Hand here, and I'm going to go for the Drain Punch on 2 for Rigorath, hoping that it doesn't do an ally switch. Which I just thought of as I clicked into the Drain Punch. What are you going to Terra? Terra Psychic. God damn it. Well, I was going to do neutral damage with that Drain Punch. Now I'm going to do resisted damage, so that's not as good. But my idea was to get some HP back, and it should have dealt enough damage, but now I don't think it's going to. Yeah, for a grass, it's pretty tanky. I basically got enough back to reverse the burn damage. Alright, so Skeledirge is starting to become a problem. He's going to go for the Twin Beam. This is probably going to hurt because of the Psychic Terrain. Oh, okay. Not so bad. Oh, that's right. It hits twice because it's Twin Beam. Yeah. Alright, I didn't play that very well. Although, I mean, to be fair, I wasn't really anticipating it going Terra Psychic. It's not a great Terra type. Well, I mean, it is on certain Pokemon if you want to use the Terra offensively, but it really is not great if you are just trying to, you know, survive, which, you know, sure, I guess. So Iron Hands eats the poison, but at least we only have one layer of poison to really worry about. Let's go for a Dazzling Gleam, and we will go for a Wild Charge into Skeledirge, because I really want to get rid of Skeledirge. I really don't want it to power up any more than it already has. Not great. Oh, he went for a double protect. Okay. I kind of figured that he would go for another Twin Beam into Iron Hands here, just to get the knockout, because he's got double stab from the Terra, and he's also on Psychic Terrain, so he should have KO'd me up, but I'm slower, so I'm gonna go first. But yeah, there was really no reason for him to protect on Farigiraf there. I guess he thought maybe Indeedee was going to go down to poison. Alright. So we no longer have TorkRoom or the Psychic Terrain. So I think, I'm pretty sure Farigiraf is going to get to go first, but we'll just go for the Wild Charge into Skeledirge. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a good play on his part to do the double protect and waste my Trick Room, basically. But he would have gotten way more value out of hitting me with Twin Beam into Iron Hands. So it's just odd that he didn't. Now, I think the other hit of Twin Beam will refire over to Iron Hands. Will it not? It will not. Oh, okay. I see what he was doing there with Lamora. Is his Skeledirge is set up to Hex. And Skeledirge did not take a whole lot of damage, so that's kind of surprising. Well, what I can do is just go for Outrage spam. Here. Yeah, that's basically all I can do is Outrage spam at this point. And I'll just click Wild Charge into Skeledirge just for funsies. Is he going for a double protect again? He is going for a double protect again. So Iron Hands is dead to poison. But this just goes to show, like, it wasn't a joke, but I made a post on Reddit, in the VGC Reddit, where I was like, hey, would it be kind of like a stupid or dumb idea to, like, try and switcheroo or trick punching gloves onto water Urshifu? And people were like, why not just use Gastrodon to, like, shut down Urshifu or whatever? And the reason why I was thinking that could be, like, a fun idea is just, you know, you put punching gloves on Urshifu and suddenly its ability stops working. Like, that would just fuck with Urshifu hour. And I understand that it's not like an ideal strategy, but it's funny and it's fun. And I would say like 90% of those comments were, oh my god, there are so much better strats than this. You don't need to do that. This is dumb. And like I even prefaced like, hey, this is dumb, but I think it's fun. And people just did not get it. And I'm just like, you guys, this is a video game. We have fun with this. Can you just not for like 10 seconds and just have fun? But this guy, he's doing it. Like he's bringing non-optimal Pokemon and just having fun with it. And he's not doing horribly. But all he has to do now is, yeah, protect it, and then I'm gonna get confused. And I have to hope that I don't get the confusion hit. And then I'll win, but basically it's just coming down to luck. Yay, I get the outrage. Yay! Okay. He did really, really well, though. I did not. I kind of screwed myself over there. One of his only big mistakes was that turn, that last turn of Trick Room. I think he had it in his head that he needed to waste my turn of Trick Room, but it would have been far more valuable for him to take out my Iron Hands. Even though Iron Hands really didn't do a whole lot, there's no way he could have known that my moveset was not going to be great against what he had. Oh, excuse me. So he would have gotten more value protecting on Skeledirge and going Twin Beam into... Oh, excuse me again. Twin Beaming into Iron Hands, which probably would have killed Iron Hands because it's got the double stab from its Terra, it's on Psychic Terrain, and Twin Beam would have broke any sash that I had because I don't think at that point I had taken any poison damage, and he would have just taken out Iron Hands for free. So I think he kind of screwed up on just that turn, but that turn also wasn't really valuable for me either. So, I mean, we didn't really get anywhere. I just think he would have gotten more long-term value out of taking out Iron Hands faster. But yeah, basically, the internet. How dare you have fun? And it's funny, too. So, that whole idea is punching gloves are an item that you put on a Pokemon, and it makes specifically punching moves do 10% more damage and not make contact. Which sounds great. Like, why would you want to give that to Urshifu? Well, the reason is that its ability Unseen Fist makes all of its contact moves go through Protect. So if you put punching gloves on it, its signature ability Rapid Strike, where it hits 3 times with 3 crits, that's a punching move. So if you Protect and it just has Mystic Water, it's doing 20% more damage with that attack into your Protect, ignoring it completely. But if you put punching gloves on it, now it's only doing 10% more, which is less than the 20%, and it doesn't go through your Protect anymore. And I just thought that would be funny. Anyway, Tornadus Therian, Chinpao, Golden Go, Pelipper, Dragonite, and Swift Swim, Basculegion. So let's not deal with that garbage, and we'll go in with this setup. I think we'll bring Gastrodon in the back, and let's bring in Dragonite in the back as well. But yeah, completely suboptimal setup. Like, you can shut down the crits on Urshifu's Rapid Strike by bringing in Hisuian Gudra, which a lot of people hate, because Hisuian Gudra has battle armor, which prevents crits from happening. It doesn't prevent the whole attack, so that strike just ends up dealing resisted damage at non-critical damage. So basically nothing to Hisuian Gudra. You could also use Gastrodon to shut it down. Like there are other ideas that work a lot better. I just thought it would be fucking funny to put punching gloves on Urshifu. Alright. So Golden Go and Knife Cat. Let's go ahead and protect on Luna here. Okay, Icicle Crash. Make it rain. Indeedee might not live. Indeedee lived by the skin of her teeth. Oh my god. But she flinched. She fucking flinches. Well, you know what? Indeedee can at least take the hit from Chen Pao here with a follow me. And I can go for a... Well, Chen Pao's going to have Sash because it's Chen Pao. Of course it has Sash. But I can get rid of my Ice weakness with this. But yeah, let's go for a Drain Punch. Because I'm probably going to take an Ice Spinner or an Icicle Crash next turn. But it's definitely going to go for something here. Yeah. It probably didn't want to target Indeedee with that. It probably wanted to target Ursaluna with that, but I don't want to take that damage right now, and I just have to worry about the -1 Make It Rain from Golden Go. And I'll get all that back here. Anyway. And what I can do here is I can send in Dragonite, and again, because Dragonite is flying, not affected by the Psychic Terrain, I should be able to go for an Extreme Speed into Chen Pao. And then let's go for... Well... I bet he's gonna swap out because... you know what? It's probably in my best interest to protect here. Yep, let's do it. Because he's probably going to swap out Golden Go, because it's now at a -2, and Golden Go's not going to update. Shin now just goes for Protect. Unless he's going to go for another Make It Rain and be at -3. Golden Go's not going to be able to do... Oh, Nasty Plot fixes it right there. Well, okay. Should have gone for the headlong rush into Golden Go. Fuck. Well, Golden Go's not going to kill me with a Make It Rain. Or at least it shouldn't. So let's just go for the headlong rush and get rid of Golden Go. I'm flying. Why is the Psychic Terrain affecting me? Ugh. I swear to God, I've seen other... Maybe... Does it have to be that the target also can't be touching the psychic terrain? That's stupid. It must be, and I must just not... that's so fucking stupid. I totally threw that. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Well, maybe not. Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do. I can Ice Beam into that thing, and its multi-scale will just save it. Really, the only reason why my multi-scale didn't save me is because it's fucking Chen Pao, and it crit the Icicle Crash. So. I fucked that up. I fucked that up real bad. Yeah, let's continue battling. We'll see how this team goes. I'm really, like, not super doing well. And it's like this, like I said before, it's like this every single week, where Wednesday I do great. And then Friday or Saturday when I play VGC, just trash. Just garbage. Michael. Okay. Mikeru. That is a Galarian Slowbro. Alright. Driftblim. Indeedee, Amoongus, Galarian Slowbro, Iron Hands, and Golden Go. Not super fond of that team, mostly because I have no idea what the fuck Driftblim and Galarian Slowbro are gonna do. Galarian Slowbro, though, basically has a Quick Claw for its ability called Quick Draw. And if you put a Quick Claw on Quick Draw, they stack. So he basically can do priority stuff without the priority. So let's go in with these guys. We will bring... yeah, let's bring Gastrodon in the back. And we'll bring Ursaluna. And I think Quick Claw is 20% and Quick Draw is also 20%, so it gets like a 40% chance to get a +1 on its priority for any move. Oh, I love Shiny Drifblim so much. And like yellow's not like one of my like favorite colors. To me, yellow kind of reminds me of like kind of like sickness. But that color yellow looks so good on it. Although I'm used to the shiny sprite in Pokemon Go, where the blue is a lot more blue and a little less like cyan blue there. Looks a little washed out there to me. All right. Let's actually just start going for Outrage here. I guess you could go Terra Fairy on Indeedee, but that would be a little unusual. And I'm gonna go for the Trick Room anyway. That's fine. I went for the Outrage. Minimize? Are we in Gen 1? My dude? I'm sorry, I didn't bring Body Slam or Stomp to counter that shit. Alright. You asked for it, fucker. Indeed, he goes for another Follow Me. The Outrage will, well, Dazzling Gleam might actually kill it. Okay, Dazzling Gleam didn't do shit. But Outrage definitely will. Swear to God, if you use minimize again, you son of a bitch. So he's at a +4 evasion. Amoongus gets his nasty little ass out here. And a teeny tiny balloon ghost. I'm just going to go for a helping hand into Dragonite here to get as much damage on that next outrage. And he's probably going to try and put Dragonite to sleep because, obviously. But I have safety goggles, so eat a dick. Ugh, he had Rocky Helmet. That does break my multi-scale. And now he's at a +6 evasion. Sure. I guess. And let's go for another helping hand and hope we get through the confusion. Because indeed he's probably going to be taking a nap after this. Yep, indeed he's taking a nap. Dragonite, please just get through your confusion. God damn it, Dragonite. You had one goddamn job. And he baton passes the +6 evasion. Who are we giving it to? Because I will fucking lose my mind. He gave it to Slowbro. And Slowbro probably absolutely has Quick Claw and Quick Draw. Guarantee he does. Lord, help me. Okay, indeed he's gonna continue to just sleep. And oh my god. So he has a +6 evasion, +6 attack. Oh. I swear to God. This is such a meme team. Like, I hate this. I hate this for me. Well, it doesn't matter if he can learn any priority because he can turn anything into priority with Quick Draw and Quick Claw. Quick Claw. Fuck you, Balloon. You suck. Yay, indeed he woke up. Let's go. Helping hand. Who am I going to hit? Because now he can just go +6 on the other side. Again. And I miss. Fuck it, we send in Ursaluna. Alright. You know what, Dragonite? Just keep going for the outrage, I guess. You do you, honey. And we'll go for the headlong rush into Slowking and just hope that we connect. Oh, and then he got a quick draw. So he gets a +1 to his priority, no matter what it is. I have this one part of my mustache that is just like fucking off. Shell sidearm. don't even remember what that move does. Just connect. I know you're at a +6, but just connect. Okay, here, do you want to look at them? That's what they are right now. That's how fucking stupid this is. And then the Driftblim is at a +4 already. He's going to be at a +6. So yeah, this is fucking stupid. Strength Savvy. Okay. And it gets a recovery move, because why not? Oh my god, my Ice Beam connected. Didn't do anything, though. And Headlong Rush connected. Excellent, cool. Get the fuck out of here, Slowking. Or Slowbro. God damn it. I'm salty. The upside, though, is that Driftblim... Yeah, Driftblim ain't gonna do shit. So, he disconnected. I mean, if you're gonna have a shitty meme team that you're gonna put +6 evasion and then belly drum on top of that, if you're gonna be a bitch like that, like, see your bitchiness out to the end. Don't just disconnect as soon as, like, I get the lucky, like, 10% hit. Like, what is a +6? Like, what does that actually do with evasion? Because it happens so rarely that I don't even know. What do I check? Evasion. Pokemon. What does a +6 do? We're gonna check the Bulbapedia. I love Bulbapedia because it gives you the most detailed information, but it gives you all of the information for every single generation all at once. So if you want to read, like, how does this affect in Gen 9, it will give you, like, how this worked in Gen 1, and then the changes made in Gen 2, and then the changes made in later gens. And you have to read the whole paragraph to really understand, like, how it affects in the most recent generation. And I kind of hate that formatting. Just, like Cerebi sets it up so that, like, each generation is kind of its own little, like, portal where you can go to the attack decks and look at the attack decks specifically for Gen 3 and see all those attacks. Whereas if you're in Bulbapedia and you're looking up a specific attack, it'll say this attack worked like this in generations 1 through 3. In generation 4 through 7, it worked like this. And then in 8 through 9, it worked like this. Like, you have to read the whole thing to have a comprehensive, like, rundown on how it works. And I wish they didn't do that. If evasiveness increases above 100% with a move such as Double Team, other Pokemon will have a harder time connecting their moves. Well, no shit. But what does +1 do? Does that, like, drop it to 90%? I don't understand. Generations 1 and 2... Generation 3 and onward. That's Let's Go. I don't care about Let's Go. Maybe I need to go back up. Evasion, Sweet Scent, or Defog. Evasion, And it just takes me back to the stat page. Let's just get specific. What does +6 evasion equate to in Pokemon? So at +6, moves that are normally 100% accurate are 33.33 repeating percent accurate of hitting. So this guy, he really be out here just, you know, with basically a D3, rolling a D3, and every time he gets a 1, he just, nope, I quit. Like I said, people in VGC don't really play, and I've said this, I think I said this a long time ago, but people don't really play with evasion or accuracy a whole lot in VGC because Smogon. And what I mean by that is that Smogon does not allow, in their normal tiering of gameplay, does not allow you to negatively affect enemy evasion or accuracy. So like sand attack, banned all together. Double team, banned altogether. And a lot of people, because they get into this habit of Smogon is competitive, which it is. It's its own thing though. It's completely separate and has nothing to do with VGC. But people get in that mindset that like, hey, Smogon is the thing, right? And they go and look up strategies on Smogon. Smogon strategies almost never consider VGC. Unless it's specifically tagged as VGC, it absolutely does not consider VGC. So people will look up Pokemon and movesets and they'll go to Smogon and they'll see, oh, okay, so this Pokemon never fucking touches Double Team or Minimize because they're banned in Smogon competitive formats. But they're not in VGC, obviously. So people have it in their heads that, oh, I can't do those things because they're illegal, they're banned. No, in the real world, outside of Smogon, you can do those things. They're annoying to play against because, I mean, shit, this game is like, hey, this move is 95% accurate, and that basically equates to never going to hit ever again. I've taken moves that are like 95% accurate or 90% accurate, used them 3 times, and they all 3 miss, and it's just like, are you fucking kidding me? So, yeah, sometimes the percentages on accuracy in this game are, I feel like, are misrepresented, because a 95% accurate move should not miss 3 times in a row. But it is, actually, it's almost 25 minutes after the top of the hour. I'm going to take a little bit of break. I'm not sure how I feel about this team. It is kind of doing what I want it to do, but I am kind of lacking in a little bit of firepower. But we'll play a few more games, see how it goes. I'm going to be right back. I got to hobble around and get myself something else to drink because I am out and my mouth is drying up. So I will be back. Alright, I am back. Alright, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from VGC here real quick. Daisy fan, I'm glad you said that. What I had originally planned was, of course, to do VGC last night, but I ended up dying instead. So, tonight was gonna be the duo stream with Mop, and we were gonna do some shiny hunts and do a giveaway. But I'm moving that to tomorrow, and Mom might not even be available tomorrow, so I might just do the shiny hunt giveaway by myself, which is fine. But I did tell you that I was gonna do like battles and a giveaway, particularly for you, tonight. Originally, that was the plan. So I'll let you look at my boxes here real quick. You tell me which one of my shinies in the giveaway boxes that you want, and it's yours. You get one. So keep that in mind. You get one. So make your choice wisely, and then after that, we can do a battle if you want. Because I know you've been asking me that for like a long time, and I'm like, oh yeah, just wait till this weekend, and then everything kind of like goes to shit, and I end up not doing battles and giveaways on the weekends. So I want to make sure that you get what you want, because you keep coming back every single weekend, and I keep letting you down. So I'm gonna do this for you. So pick a Pokemon that you want in my shiny giveaway boxes. Give that to you, and then we can do a battle right after. Yeah, I know, Mop. I intuitively know your schedule, and I'm like, my Mop is busy. Senses are tingling, and then I'm just like, I'm gonna do it that time. I also have the same sense with my mother. I only call her when she's like elbow deep in like canning vegetables or fruit or something, or like cleaning the garage and she has her hands full of everything, or she's in the shower. Every single time I call her, it's just like, my mother is busy, I better call her. Alright. And that's box 2. And the IVs are, of course, all over the place, so you're probably going to have to fix them. None of these are bred, so all of these are just wild caught, so they're kind of a mess. They're just shiny. You're going to have to fix them. Honestly, Mom, no. If you want to go out and like have an evening with your grandfather, do that. Don't reorganize your schedule for me. Yeah, don't do that. Oh, also these Gimme Ghoul, they are, most of these are going to be a little bit special. Some of them have the jumbo mark, some of them have the teeny mark, and I do have this one that is perfect. So whatever you want, it's yours. These did come from Twitch streamers, so however you feel about that, ethically and morally, is totally up to you. Actually, I don't even know if Daisy Fan is here, so I might have just been wasting a bunch of hot air. Oh well, we'll see if they respond. But anyway, this is my shiny keep, so anything in here, I'm not trading at all. I did keep 2 Gimme Ghoul for myself, 1 tiny, 1 jumbo. Mop, did you get a chance to do any of the shiny Gimme Ghoul stuff? Did you get one? Well, that was the thing. If you didn't, then you can get second choice if you want of these Gimme Ghoul. The only one that I have one of is the perfect one, which honestly is not great, because you want your attack stat to be low to 0 because it's a special attacker, and having a high attack stat kind of sets you up for failure if you ever get confused. You'll take more damage than you need to, and if you get hit with a foul play, you'll take more damage than you need to. But okay, you did one, so you get nothing then. But Daisy fan, are you there? I read your message that you're going home tomorrow, so I think that means you might not be available tomorrow when I actually do the giveaways and the battle. So if you want to do that at all, we got to do it tonight, I guess. Mop, you can... I have so many shinies. Like, this giveaway box, I literally have like 8 or 9 boxes in my Pokemon home full of shinies that are like, most of them are extra. I think I probably have a handful or 2 in there that are not extra, and I just haven't organized them in my boxes yet. But yeah, I do a lot of shiny hunting. I kind of enjoy that a lot. So take them. I even have 2 male Combi. I think these are actually yours. Oh, no, they're not. Okay, these are the 2 that I found when I found my shiny female Combi that one time. Actually, is she here? She sure is. There she is. Alright. And I did also find this random, wasn't hunting for it, just random Persian. Persian is one of those ones that is almost indistinguishable from the regular version, except for the insides of its ears are pink when it's shiny. And I was just riding around. Actually, I think I have a video of it. I was just riding around and I was like, wait a minute. I think your ears are pink. Sure enough, they were pink. Yeah, there we go. I was just looking around, just curious, because sometimes Meowth is a little hard to tell if it's shiny too. And I was just looking around. Like, your ears aren't pink. Okay, you're fine. And I was just like, okay, whatever. Wait a second. Your ears are pink. Yeah. That was a fun one. Yeah. I did a little bit of shiny hunting. I also tried to look for a shiny Goomy with a mark or something so I could trade it over to Arceus and then make it a Hisuian Gudra. But I think Goomy, just like because it basically has a flag for Hisuian and non-Hisuian, I think it kind of works like the Tatsugiri forms, where the shiny sandwiches don't actually work for it. Because I used like, I don't know, 5 or 6 sandwiches and I found just these 3 Goomies, and I was just like, wow, okay, this sucks. Because I was trying to find one with a mark and I just didn't end up getting one with a mark. Oh, but I did do some date skipping, and I got to my birthday in 2024 and I did find this guy. So I got the Destiny mark. So when I send it out, it says, Iron Bundle Go, the chosen one. I thought that was cute. It's a mark that you can only get on your birthday. And I kind of hovered around that date for like 3 days doing shiny hunts, and that was the only one that I found with the mark. Alright, Daisy fan, are you still there? Let me know if you're there. say something in chat and I can give you one of my shinies and we can do a battle. Because I know you've been wanting to do that for a while. And I kind of hope, like, I'm terrible with social media and, like, advertising myself. So, like, my streams, like right now, Streamlabs says I have 3 viewers, and I know that, like, 2 of them are Mop and my friend Jess here. And I think the 3rd one is probably, I think it's my phone. So, yeah. But, like, that's not, like, my primary concern is, like, you know, building like, that would be nice, building an audience, but it's not like, you know, hey, there's only, like, 3 people watching my stream for, like, the 3rd month in a row. I'm gonna not do this anymore because I'm not very good at it. It's not like that because I like talking about Pokemon and I like playing Pokemon, and it's my special interest, my hyper focus. So that doesn't really bother me too much, so I don't really, like, put a whole lot of effort into, like, plastering my stream link in, like, other people's Discords or all over Reddit or Twitter or whatever. And to be honest, I really hate Twitter and Instagram, so I'm probably never going to be using those. So I don't get a whole lot of viewers, but I'm hoping that when I do these giveaways that, you know, maybe somebody looks me up. That'd be nice. And actually, Daisy Fan is one of the only people that has come to my stream and actually stuck around. I have gotten a few subscribers. I even, a couple months ago, had a raid where people that watch another stream, that stream ends, and then a bunch of those people are like, hey, I found this person, let's go raid their stream. And then, like, you know, a handful or collection of people from that stream after it ends goes over to the other person's stream and like, hey, it's a raid. I did have one of those a couple of months ago, but yeah, nothing really stuck. I think I got a couple of subscribers out of it, and that was about it. So I don't think they ever returned, which is fine. I know I'm not the most entertaining person. I just like talking. And for whoever wants to listen to me, thank you. You're my friends. Because I'm pretty sure if I info dumped about Pokemon on you in real life, you would probably tell me to shut up. Although the best way to do that is to feed me. Just a heads up. Just give me food and I'll shut up. All right. Well, I don't know that Daisy Fan is still watching. They must have just dropped in to say hi, I guess. But that's okay. Let's go for one more battle and see how we do. Normally I only stream for about 2 hours. Tonight I'm actually, despite my legs like killing me, I did take some Tylenol before the stream, and that's really, really super duper helping out. But typically I'm really, really tired on Fridays. And then Saturdays I usually, you know, do housework and running around town and doing my errands and stuff, and I'm tired by the end of Saturday too. But today I didn't really do a whole lot. I did go out and do some errands, and I ended up having to call one of my friends who lives next door to help me load or haul in groceries because I couldn't do it. Like, I carried all the light stuff and just hobbled in, and I couldn't carry like the big 24 pack of Coke that I had. I was just like, I can't do this. I need help. But because I didn't really do a whole lot today, and I spent a large portion of the day kind of lounging and convalescing, I'm not super tired right now. Wins 9, losses 9. Yeah, it seems about right for Saturday. Hachi. What are we doing, Hachi? We've got Pelipper, Annihilate, Grimmsnarl, Palafin, Iron Bundle, God, and Scizor. So, obviously a rain team. Scizor, of course, doing really, really well in the rain because its one weakness, fire, is really hampered by the rain. So it takes basically neutral damage, double damage instead of quad damage in rain. Which it still doesn't want to, take that damage, but works well in rain teams. And Grimmsnarl's there just to protect everyone. So let's do this, and we'll bring Gastrodon in the back for all of the water that he's got going on. And we'll bring Iron Hands as well, to just kind of menace the other water types. Alrighty. My ring light that I have right behind my monitor has a camera in the middle, and I actually have basically a sticker on it on the webcam to keep it obscured. And that sticker is starting to fall off and die. And, it's just not staying up. So the camera is exposed, and I don't like that. I say as I have a camera right here that is not covered, ever. Alright, so let's go ahead. Grimmsnarl probably has Fake Out, but it can't, well, it doesn't matter. It can't use it in Psychic Terrain. So let's go ahead and set down the Trick Room, and we will go for a Protect on Luna so that we save ourselves from damage and get the burn. Because we want that burn. Alright, so he sets up Reflect. I was thinking about bringing Bruxish just for the screen nonsense, but I thought it would be more valuable to bring Iron Hands, honestly, because I'm not going to be able to do much damage, and Bruxish doesn't want to take a Rage Fist to the face from Annihilate there. So, would I get more? Let's go for a Dazzling Gleam, even though he's probably going to do go for a Light Screen here. We will go for a Facade into Grimmsnarl. Oh, Grimmsnarl switches out. Okay. Who are we bringing in? Padipa? Pelipper. Okay. So I really don't think Pelipper is going to survive this, even though they have Reflect Up. That's a double stab, double boosted burn guts facade. It's gonna hurt. Yeah. Pelipper is tanky, but boy howdy, not that tanky. Good amount of damage on Annihilate there. Bad thing though is that I'm just powering up its Rage Fist. Excuse me. Which is fine, honestly, because I got two normal types out here, but its Drain Punch is gonna really fucking hurt. But let's go Helping Hand and Headlong Rush into it because I want to get rid of it. I really can't let it get out of hand. Okay, he goes for Protect, that's fine. Wow, okay. He's probably going to Drain Punch into me, yeah. So none of that damage mattered. He's going to get it all back. He's probably going to go to full, honestly. Okay. Didn't go to full, but we're almost there. Annihilate still doing Annihilate shit. Huh. Alright, well. I could put it to sleep. And I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Let's actually go for a Follow Me here. Well, yeah. I don't think Follow Me will override Storm Drain. But we'll yawn the Annihilate so that it goes to sleep next turn. Goes for a Drain Punch. Still decent amount of damage for neutral. He's just, yeah, he's back up to full. Okay, Taunt on Indeedee. That's kind of a weird choice for Iron Bundle as Taunt. It normally does not carry that. How many more turns of Trick Room do I have? I think I have one. Yeah, one more turn. Let's just go for Gleam. And we'll go for an Earth Power into here, which doesn't do anything, but maybe we can get the special defense drop? No. And not a lot of damage into Ape. Yeah. I did not play this very well. I let Annihilate get set up way too quickly. Oh well. So we end on a lose. Which, not the greatest, but you know what? Nah. I'm gonna do one more battle. I got this. Yeah, I've just got Iron Hands left, which I really got nothing for Annihilate. He's got, what, +2, plus, Reflect. And I'm sure the, yeah, he had 8 turns of Reflect. So, let's just leave. But yeah, I just let Annihilate get 2 set up. Again, I really wish that this game would let me look at enemy players' teams, especially when I lose, because I want to know what they're doing that works. And, like, that Annihilate, I bet that Annihilate had, like, really heavy investment. Like, he probably had 252 attack, and then probably, like, a really good investment in special defense and HP. And all he would have to do is just Reflect and bulk up, and that's way more than enough defense that he needs. You know what I mean? So he doesn't really have to invest in it, basically, because he can just get it. In basically the first turn, he gets Reflect and +1. And after that, game over. As long as you're not staring down Ghost and Flying types, you can just Drain Punch to your heart's content. And if you're tanky enough, after that, you can just, you know, go on a Rage Fist killing spree. like Annihilate. I do. He's just a giant bitch to play against because you basically have to shut it down early and because if you let it get set up, boy howdy man, there is no fucking stopping it. And not taking it out in like a turn or two turns it into an unkillable monster because that Rage Fist will just do so much damage. Alright, we got a Sun TorkRoom team. So I wonder if it's going to be like what we saw before with the Lilligant doing after you, basically guaranteeing their slower partner's next move. Kyoko. So Kyoko's got Torkoal, Lilligant, Regieleki, Urshifu, Ursaluna, and Cresselia. Let's go with... Well, he doesn't have screens. So let's go with the... let's go with these guys. And I will bring Gastrodon in the back for Urshifu, because I guarantee you it's water. I have yet to see anybody actually bring single strike Urshifu, the dark type Urshifu. Which, I mean, I guess, because it's got that quad weakness to fairy, but it's got its own benefits because it's got really good stab in Sucker Punch, whereas the only other stab priority that Water Urshifu gets is Aqua Jet, which is less damage. I don't know. So you set up the Sun. Lilligant is now a monster, so we're probably going to see an eruption. Let's go ahead and hit Dragonite with a Helping Hand. And I don't want to tear it because I want to keep my... And we'll go for an Outrage. I want to keep my fire resistance as a dragon. Oh, Solar Blade. Okay, not an After You. Probably into Indeedee. At least that's what I would do because Dragonite would quad resist the Solar Blade. But Indeedee eats that pretty handily. And Dragonite, you go for the wrong target. I wanted you to go for Torkoal, but that's fine. If this Torkoal goes for the rest. God damn it. So, Dragonite is just a mess. Idiot. Let's go for Gastrodon. At least we can get the Earth Power, unless he sets up TorkRoom like right now. Well, he probably is, with Cresselia out now. But TorkRoom always goes last. So let's do an Earth Power into the Turtle, which I should outspeed. Because Torkoal's base speed is 15, and I think Gastrodon's is 25? Don't quote me on that. Terra Fairy. So I'm probably going to eat a Dazzling Gleam or a Moonblast. 39 is Gastrodon, so I should outspeed. And I do get the Outrage off, which is great. And on the target that I want, because it would have gone into Cresselia and done nothing. So Torkoal dies. But I'm probably going to lose Dragonite here too. Oh, okay. He puts down the TorkRoom. I thought he was just going to count his losses and go Terra Fairy and Moonblast into me, because that would hurt Dragonite a lot now that I don't have much scale. Alright, out comes Ursaluna. I have base 39. Ursaluna has Ursaluna has base 50. So I underspeed. Let's go for the Ice Beam into Luna here. And I will go... actually... I gotta click Outrage. Well, okay, my Outrage isn't gonna do anything because it's not gonna hit anyone. So, Cresselia's got the upper hand here. Cresselia can just Moonblast into Dragonite, and Dragonite just folds. Oh, okay. So this Cresselia is just no investment in damage, which is fine. Okay, I can get behind that. All right. Ice Beam and 50% chance. Here we go. Oh, it does underspeed me. Wild. Alright, well, we did not do very well at all tonight. We lost far more battles than we won. I think, we won maybe 4 or 5 battles out of, 12? Not even half? You know what? I've got my own Ursaluna, who's a strong, independent woman who don't need no man, and has 0 speed and likely underspeeds your stupid bear. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go for a Drain Punch into your stupid bear. Yeah, they can't all be quad shiny days. Okay, he went for an ally switch, so that sucks. So basically 2 damage to Ursaluna, or Cresselia, and we live on 2 HP. Basically all he has to do though now is protect on his Ursaluna and go for a Moonblast with Cresselia and win. Because even if I go for a protect here, I die to my own burn after this turn, so there's no winning. Oh well. I still had fun, but this was really disappointing. I honestly should have been able to do better. I just made a few of those games, I just made really dumb mistakes. Yeah, I just made dumb mistakes far too often. I think my favorite battle though tonight was that stupid Drift Blim getting a +6 evasion, then baton passing it to a Quick Draw, Quick Claw, Galarian Slowbro, who only managed to evade twice and then ate hot shit, and then he just immediately disconnects his game. So no, so Flame Orb on Ursaluna, it has an ability called Guts that increases its attack by 50% if it has a status condition. So basically if it's paralyzed, burned, or poisoned. I think technically sleep and freeze also proc it, but you can't act with those, so it doesn't matter. But it might for like foul play purposes, but I don't know. There's no point in knowing that information. Anyway, so you put a Flame Orb on Ursaluna to basically give it that 50% boost, and with Guts, you ignore the damage debuff to your attack, so you can use other moves that are effective. Whereas like Facade, if like I have Facade on my Dragonite, just Facade ignores the damage debuff from being burned, and it does double damage. So you put Facade on Ursaluna, Ursaluna. So you Terra Normal with Ursaluna. So you get Stab for your regular normal type. You get a Nether Stab for your Terra type. So that's 100% damage. So double damage there just from your Terra and your type. You get 50% on top of that because of Guts. And then you do 100% more, double damage, base damage with Facade. So 140 base damage with Facade. So 140 base damage plus 50%, which is 140 plus 50% is another 70. So that's 210 plus your stab bonus on 140, which is another 140. So that's 350 base damage. Just bam. It's better than Life Orb. Life Orb is only a 30% boost, whereas Flame Orb Guts is 50. So it's better. Of course, the downside to burning yourself is that you lose HP every turn, but you actually lose less HP than Life Orb. So it's a net positive all around. And on top of that, because you're burned, you're immune to sleep, freeze, and paralysis and poison. Because you can only have one condition on you at a time. It really is monstrous. But what holds Ursaluna back is it's slow as shit. So you're either going to take a hideous amount of damage if they double into you. It's tanky, don't get me wrong. It's got good defenses and it's got really good HP and just stupid attack, but it is slow as shit. So if you're operating outside of a Trick Room, you might get use of it for maybe a turn or two. But if you use it in Trick Room, then you become kind of an unstoppable, unkillable monster. What you can do to counterplay it, though, is you can poison it. You still proc its guts with the poison, but you don't get... well, no, because then you would still be fine, even though it's poisoned. It still does everything it wants to do and still loses the same amount of health. So, I'm trying to think of other ways that you could really screw with it. And I don't think Heal Bell is a thing anymore. I don't think Heal Bell's been a thing for a while, but Heal Bell used to heal every Pokemon on the field of their status condition if they can hear it. If they had soundproof or an ability that made them immune to sound moves, then they wouldn't be healed because Heal Bell was a sound move. I remember doing shenanigans with that and accidentally healing my opponent, and I was just like, that's stupid. Why does that work that way? Anywho. So, I'm gonna go quit battling for now. I'm gonna call last time for Daisy Fan. If you're at all watching, we can do a giveaway for you, or battle, or both. I'm up for that. But if you're not here and don't let me know in about 5 minutes, I'm gonna end the stream. What I want to do, though, is I want to do a little bit more research. I think just based on what was going on tonight, I really kind of struggled with letting my opponent set up or get set up, and I really didn't have any good way to really knock them down or prevent that from happening. So I don't know what I want to do. I might still work with the Golden Girls down here and bring a Murkrow. Even though Murkrow's kind of fallen out of fashion lately, I might bring a Murkrow, because what Murkrow can do is I can haze, and what haze does is it removes all status changes for everybody on the field. So I can go with Golden Go here, and go for the Make It Rains, which drop my special attack by 1 point. And what I can do is if Berserker doesn't last, or if I need to switch out, is I can switch out into Murkrow and haze, and it gets rid of my negative stat drops. So I could do that, but I feel like that would probably be committing too many resources to just, basically shut up and just switch out Golden Go. But I'll figure something out. I really want to try playing around with a Hisuian Gudra as well. But I really, really want one with a mark. I really do. I really don't super love Hisuian Gudra because it's just not good looking. It just doesn't look good. And I just want it to be a little bit more special than just, a shiny fat boy. So I'm slowly trying to hunt one in Arceus so I can at least get an alpha and get it the jumbo mark. But no luck so far. Other than that, who else did I want to build? I don't remember. It was something weird. I'll think of it eventually. And I also really like Sneasler. I think Sneasler did really, really well. Dire Claw is just such a just a fun move, because you have a 50% chance to inflict sleep, paralysis, or poison. Like, of course you really want that sleep, but sometimes that poison, man, is kind of what you need. Like, especially if it's a Cresselia, absolutely poison all the way. But I mean, it can just Lunar Blessing it off, but you know what I mean. You see a tank, you want to poison it. But anyway, it looks like that Daisy Fan is not here, which is unfortunate for them. They might have to wait until next week to get that battle that they've been wanting for weeks. But thank you all for watching. Persian, rude. I was trying to sign off. How dare you? How very dare you? You know what? I can make you not exist anymore. Enjoy non-existence. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and thank you for listening to me ramble and talk about Pokemon. It literally is one of my favorite things to do, is to just info dump my special interest. So I appreciate it. I will probably see you guys tomorrow I'll probably see you guys tomorrow regardless. Hopefully Mop can join us, but if their grandfather wants to have an evening meal, Mop should go have an evening meal with their grandfather instead of reorganizing their schedule to fit mine. Yeah, just let me know what's going on. I've got 2 thumbnails. I've already made 2. So I've got one with you in it and one with you not in it. So I'll upload those tomorrow afternoon, probably, once you give me an answer either way. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.